What to photograph in April 2025. Hello PhotoPiller, Rafael the Bar here. April is a month packed with cool photo opportunities. We've got the full moon, Mercury at its greatest western elongation, which is a great time to view and photograph the planet, the Lyrids meteor shower visible from both hemispheres, the Milky Way and the Galactic Center, the Zodiacal Light, and 5 conjunctions of the moon with the planets, with Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Saturn and Mercury. And as always, don't forget the always on photo opportunities. I'm talking about sunrise, sunsets, golden hour, blue hour, star trails. And also at the end of this video, as always, I'm gonna share with you 3 of the best photos that you guys have submitted to the PhotoPills Awards and that we featured in March. So let your imagination fly, decide what you want to photograph, and use PhotoPills to plan the photo you want, so you can go and capture it. Okay, let's get started. Let's see some of the best photo opportunities that can be captured in April 2025. Let's go. The full moon is on April 13th, and the full moon is so much fun. It is such a wonderful element to introduce in our compositions. So based on the moonrise or moonset direction, plan your shot. As for example, I've done here, I have the red pin in my shooting spot in Iceland, and basically if on April 13th 2025, the full moon day at 5:21 a.m. I am at the red pin position here in Iceland, I'll be able to see and photograph the full moon setting aligned with the sea stacks of Vik, located in the Black Beach here in Vik, Iceland. The tallest sea stack has a height of 66 meters, and as you see on the top panel, the moon height above the black pin is 65.4 meters, so the moon is gonna be more or less at the top of the tallest sea stack, and in brackets 34.1 meters is the size of the moon, the diameter of the moon, and you also see it represented on the map by this blue band you have here on the map. So the moon will be pretty big, 34 meters, pretty cool. And here you have a photo of the spectacular sea stacks. Untitled, the photographer of the PhotoPills team, took this shot during our expedition to Iceland in 2023. Our idea was to photograph the full moon aligned with the sea stacks, but we got clouds instead. Great, if you wish to learn how to plan your moon shots, watch this video. On March 21st, Mercury will be at its greatest western elongation, which means that the planet will be further away from the Sun, giving us great conditions to view it and photograph it from both hemispheres. Mercury will shine in the early morning sky with a magnitude of 0.51, visible to the naked eye. Before sunrise, you'll find it low in the sky, next to the sunrise direction, the thick yellow line you see here on the PhotoPills map. Oh, and you also see Venus and Saturn next to Mercury. Pretty cool. Depending where you are on Earth, the Lyrids meteor shower will have its peak in the night that goes from April 21st to the 22nd or from the 22nd to the 23rd. The moon will have a phase of 39%. So I recommend you to shoot the meteor shower before the moon rises. Here in Menorca, where I have the red pin, according to the top panel, the peak daytime time of the meteor shower is April 23rd at 4:35 a.m. and 50 meteors per hour expected. Not bad. The radiant of the meteor shower, which is the spot in the sky where meteors originate, will be due east. It is represented on the map by this gray line that you see moving when I change the time. The gray line that moves along the gray path that you see on the map. Also, when you are at the red pin position on the shooting spot, you can always use the night AR tool to visualize where the radiant is. And here I have it. And you can change the time to visualize how both the Milky Way and the radiant of the meteor shower moves across the sky throughout the night. You have the horizon here and the Polaris here. Awesome. And last but not least, the Lyrids meteor shower is a meteor shower that's visible from both hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. By the way, if you wish to learn how to plan your meteor shower shots, watch this video. The new moon is on April 27th or 28th, depending on where you are on Earth. And April is another good month to photograph the Milky Way and the Galactic Center. In the northern hemisphere, for example here in Menorca, it is a great time to photograph the Milky Way when it's low in the sky and also forming a beautiful diagonal in the sky. And as you see, the Galactic Center is due southeast. And again, tap on the night AR to visualize the position of the Milky Way. You have the Polaris, the horizon here, and you have the Milky Way here, forming a beautiful arch. And this is the Galactic Center, and this is the other crossing point with the horizon. So you know at all time where the Milky Way is. And you can just swipe, again, from right to left to change the time. You have the date and time here at the top. So you can miss it. Once you know where the Milky Way is, you can start planning your shots. Let's go to the Southern Hemisphere. Let's go to Chile. Let's go to Atacama, something like this. Let's go to Atacama Desert. Let's repeat there and see what we can get there in the Southern Hemisphere. As you see in the Southern Hemisphere, we can get the Milky Way when it's completely vertical, like this, and forming a beautiful, beautiful diagonal. What I love about the Milky Way in the Southern Hemisphere, as you know, is that the Galactic Center is super high in the sky. Right, almost right at the middle of the arch. Let's tap on the night arc to visualize how beautiful is the Milky Way here. See? Galactic Center super high in the sky and Milky Way is completely vertical. And going above my head and dying in the other side, which is pretty cool. Oh, by the way, this photo was taken a few days ago in the Atacama Desert, Chile, during our PhotoPills expedition to Chile and Bolivia. I think it's a pretty cool shot. Oh, and this photo was taken by Michael Brown. So cool. And if you wish to learn how to plan your Milky Way shots, super easy. Just watch this video and you'll be a Milky Way master. And if you wish to join one of our expeditions, make sure to subscribe to our priority access list. It's where we announce and sell most of the spots to our expeditions and the PhotoPills camp. I'm going to leave a link to the priority access list in the description of this video and the first comment below. Check it out and subscribe. And as you know from last month's video, around the new moon it is a great time to photograph also the zodiacal light. And again, the zodiacal light is the reflection produced by the scattering of sunlight due to the particles moving around the solar system. In the northern hemisphere, the zodiacal light is visible in the west after the astronomical twilight ends, after sunset. And is visible in the sunset direction, the thick orange line that you see on the map. On the contrary, in the southern hemisphere, the zodiacal light in April is visible in the direction of sunrise, the thick yellow line that you see here on the map. And is visible before the astronomical twilight begins in the morning, before dawn. If you wish to learn how to photograph the zodiacal light, it's super easy, just watch this video. In April, there will be 5 moon-planet conjunctions. On April 3rd, Jupiter will be pretty close to the moon and the moon phase will be 26%. On April 5th, it is Mars that will be in conjunction with the moon and the moon phase will be 49%. On April 25th, Venus and Saturn will be in conjunction with the moon and the moon phase will be 12%. And on April 26th, it is Mercury that will be in conjunction with the moon and the moon phase will be only 5%. On both hemispheres, you will see the moon-planet conjunctions where the moon is. And as you know, in PhotoPills, the moon position is represented by this thin blue line that's moving when I change the time. So where you see the moon, there you'll see also the planets. You can miss them. Okay, and now let's see some of the best photos that you've submitted to the PhotoPills Awards and that we featured in March. The first one is a super cool panorama of the Milky Way arch seen from Pico Rubio in Madeira, Portugal, a photo by Gianluca Rupp. The second one is a fantastic photo of the sunset of a baseline street that extends for 40 miles from Highline to Laverne, California, USA. Photo taken by Marcia Chan. And the third one is a beautiful photo of full moon silhouette in Lanzarote, Spain, photo taken by Juan Mendez Quesada. Congratulations, amazing photos, thanks so much for sharing them. Now, if you wish to learn how to plan and photograph each one of the events I've shared with you in this video, I invite you to download and study well our super detailed astronomical events photography guide, and I'll leave a link to the guide in the description of this video and in the first comment below. Download it. And as always, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday in another video. And remember that you have the power to imagine, plan, and shoot legendary photos. Bye!